In this lesson, we're going to talk about percent of change, which is another application of percent. And on your notes, you have the definition of percent of change, and it's the percent that of a quantity that increases or decreases from the original amount. So we're going to talk about, in this lesson, we'll talk about markups and discounts, and then we'll talk about percent of change, whether it's an increase or a decrease. Okay, so we'll be looking at discounts and markups. This is what you will see in the retail world when you go out to purchase something. Sometimes it can be put on sale, but in order for the stores to make a profit, they do have to mark up the merchandise so they can make some money. Okay, let's go ahead and look at an example from your book on page 328. This example is finding a percent of increase, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the retail business world, but it does have something to do with government. And it states in the problem that in the 1990s, North Carolina had 12 seats in the House of Representatives, and in the 2000s, the number of seats increased to 13. So it wants to know what is the percent of increase of the number of seats. So we're going to set up a proportion in order to solve this. But first, the first step on our note says that you have to subtract the two numbers to find what was the exact change. So we're going to take 13 minus 12. This is step 1. And we get 1. And then we're going to set it up in a proportion. The amount of change over the original amount equals our question mark, or the percent of increase, over 100. So we're going to place some numbers in here, and our numbers are going to be, the change is 1, the original number is 12, and we're going to set that equal to our question mark over 100. Well, we're going to do cross products, and when we do this, we're going to get 100 equals 12 times x, but in other words, we're just going to multiply and get 100, and then we're going to divide that answer by 12 to find out what our percent is. And our percent of change is actually 8.3%. And is that an increase or a decrease? Well, we knew in the problem that it's an increase because they increased one more person in the House of Representatives. Okay, let's look at a second example. We have the price of eggs are increasing from 99 cents to $1.34. The original price is going to be the 99 cents. And we want to know what the percent of increase is. So we're going to find the percent of increase. So my first step is to subtract these two and find out what their difference is. So I'm going to take $1.34 minus 99 cents, and my difference is going to be 35 cents. And then I'm going to put 35 cents over the original amount, which was 99, and set up my proportion. So 0.35 over 0.99 equals our unknown over 100. Well, I'm going to use cross products here, so when I multiply 0.35 times 100, I get 35, and I'm going to divide that by 0.99, and that gives me a percent of 35.4 rounded, and that is an increase in cost. Okay, so now we're going to look at a percent of increase, which is actually called markup, and this is how stores make a profit. The stores will buy an item or purchase an item for a certain amount of money, and in order for them to make money, then they're going to go ahead and mark this product up so that they can make some money off of the product. And we're going to look at how to figure out the percent of markup. Okay, let's look at another example. This example is also from page 328, and now we're going to look at retail. And in this example, a store buys walkie-talkies for $14.85, and then they sell them for $19.90, and we want to know what percent is the markup that they're doing on these. So our first step is to go ahead and subtract, and so we're going to take $19.90 minus $14.85, and we get a difference of $5.05. So they go ahead and add that on to the cost, and then we're going to find the percent of markup. We'll go ahead and set up a proportion, and we have $5.05, and we're going to put that over the original cost that they bought the walkie-talkies for. So that's $14.85, and we'll set that equal to our unknown over 100. Well, when we multiply $5.05 times 100, we're going to get 505, and we need to divide that by 14.85, and our markup on the walkie-talkies is going to be 34%. We're also going to talk about discount, and we've discussed this in class some, but that's when the stores are going to go ahead and put an item on sale. They've had it in their store for a while, and they're going to put it on sale and try to get rid of it, still make a little money off of it, but they're going to give us a discount and hopefully move the item from their store. Okay, this example, we're going to look at a discount now. The keyboard normally sells for $49.99, but is discounted to $34.99. And we want to know what is the percent of discount. This problem comes from page 329 in your books. So we're going to go ahead and do our two steps. We're going to take $49.99 and we're going to subtract $34.99, and we get a difference of $15. We're going to take this $15 and we're going to put it in our proportion. And our original amount was $49.99, so we're going to take 15 divided by $49.99 equals our unknown over 100. Well, when I do my cross products, I end up getting 1,500. I'm going to divide that by $49.99, and I get an approximate discount of 30%. Okay, doing the same thing, but this time it's a discount instead of a markup. Okay, here are your three got it problems. The first one states, find the percent of markup. Headsets that a store buys for $17.95 are then marked up or sold for $35.79, so we want to find the percent of markup. Number 2, percent discount. A novel is priced at $24.95 and is discounted to $14.97. What is the percent of discount? And number 3, find the percent of change and state if it's an increase or a decrease. In 2000, California went from 52 representatives to 53 representatives. And what is the percent of change? Remember to do your two steps. You must do the subtraction first in order to find the difference between the two numbers. And then you find your percent. And as in the third one, you need to tell me if it's an increase or a decrease. Okay, good luck with your problems, and we'll check them tomorrow.